What's up, everybody? I wanted to start off this video by sharing a project I just finished. It was a tribute hat in memory of someone who had passed away, and I think it's one of the best and cleanest designs so far that I have created. So I thought it'd be a good idea to also add it to the website if anybody is interested, or even if you would like to get it without the halo as well. You could always send me a message. These took, I think it was like 30 minutes each to complete. I think I was running them at like 650 stitches per minute. So yeah, it did take me a good while to get them done. And also check it out, I thrifted this tripod. There's the name right there for $8. It's one of the ones that has this trigger handle to move it around. When you let it go, it locks in place. So that's the one that I'll probably be using going forward. After the hat is done stitching, you know it's cleanup time. Gotta snip those jump stitches, clean the inside of the hat, burn both the inside and the outside in case there's any loose threads. But that's about it. Welcome everybody to the channel. Thank you for being here. Not sure what I'm gonna do next, but this is what I've been working on. I got this little lavalier mic along with the tripod I was talking about. I also picked this up for $2.50 attached to the wireless mic. This, you're supposed to have it in your pocket or just, I don't know, but I have it here on the camera still. I'm just testing it out. It's supposed to go like under your clothes, kind of clip it, but this clip is huge. This thing, it's hard to hide, so I might try to swap that out or maybe tape it to the inside of the shirt so it's not sticking out too much. But anyways, I should be uploading this tomorrow, Friday, so happy Friday everybody. Hope you have a nice weekend. Before I get into any other embroidery work, just wanted to catch you guys up on what's going on. A couple of videos back, I think I was talking about a job that I did where the customer wanted to get a bigger order at a extremely low price, and we had said that no, we weren't gonna do the deal because, you know, differences in what we were willing to accept. About a week later, he hits me up and says he wants to do it, agreeing to my prices. Now, those are still really low prices, but it is a huge order. It is total about 150 hats and maybe 150 beanies. The deal's done, got the deposit, so I'm just waiting on that from Otto. Only problem is, usually we buy the stuff, we go pick it up the next day. This time, since there was a lot of stuff, we had free shipping, so we thought, why not just get it free shipping? But we would have had the hats if we would have just gone pick them up. So now we're just kind of waiting. And I've been working on these. You guys seen them before? Huge jackets. If you guys see my shorts, I had to clamp down on one of them because it was so thick the mighty hoop wasn't closing. So we were also having a conversation with somebody that was interested in getting 300 polos. It seemed like the deal was done. And at the end, I was just going over the details, the pricing, how we charge and all that, and then nothing. The last thing we said was like, oh, well, gather your sizes, let me know, and we'll get it going. So hopefully they still come through. That happened on Friday, I think. So we'll see. It seems like we're right there where we want to be. We're not like crazy busy, but we've been talking and getting these opportunities. That is where we want to go with our business. We want to do large orders. We want to have enough orders, enough garments to do where we could ditch the Melco, as some of you have suggested. I'm all for it, and then get something bigger, maybe a 2-head, 4-head, even if it's an older model. I mentioned it a few times before. That's what we want to do. It feels like we're kind of in limbo right now, like we're not doing too much of this, but we're kind of close to, you know, getting into where we want to be. It's just a matter of arriving there, keep working at it, keep talking to people, getting those deals done, and we'll see where it takes us. We are excited though. So besides that, thank you guys in the comments. There are a few of you that always drop good advice, feedback, all that stuff, very much appreciated. Let's see what we could get into now. Here is what I'm currently working on. It's one of these again. Not my favorite, but every once in a while we do them. The trickiest thing here is the faces. Sometimes, like this guy, he's good the way that he is. I don't have to really do his eye, his lips, nothing like that. Just by having his eyebrow, his ear, that's it. You got the whole picture. But with her, it's a little bit different because she's facing forward. So it's either I add everything, nose included, or I add almost nothing. I've seen people even just including the eyebrows, something like this. What I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna do 2 separate files that I'm gonna send to the lady. It's for her daughter. I guess her daughter asked for it. So I'm gonna ask her what looks better, and then I'll do a practice stitch out. And if they really don't like it after that, then I'll do it the other way with nothing on it. I think first I might do with. Whenever these jobs come up, I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And then once I'm doing it, I'm like, oh, here we go again. And then I don't want to like draw something a certain way to offend somebody, or you know, like is that how it looks? So I'm gonna try to figure out what I'm gonna do with this. So yeah, I think I mainly just have this hand to finish. I'm gonna change these angles around, start and stop. See, this one you might get a gap here if this image is huge. Start at the bottom, I'll end it up here. And now that line, if it does exist, might just be right here, not crossing his body. So let's do that. I ordered some DTF prints. Been trying to get this done for the guy that I do the fire department design on 5-panel Yupong hats. Try to put a clip here, but he's been getting asked if he's ever gonna do shirts with the same design pretty much from what I understand. So I told him I was gonna do a vinyl like test shirt, but I had to send some other stuff to get printed. So I went ahead and got DTF sheet for his stuff too. So he wants city real small. Actually, I think something like this. He didn't want it that big, but I think I would probably shrink the design down a little bit so that I could stretch it out and it's not just a little square right there. But I'm gonna send him a picture of this right now, and then on the back, this back here. So usually for the hats, it's like that, but with this in the middle. From what I understood, he only wants this part here and this in the front. So I'm also gonna send him a picture of that. If he says that's cool, I think I'm gonna press it, charge him cheap for this shirt, and then we might even do screen printing. The guy that I do the V-Star jackets for, he has a guy that he helps screen print and stuff like that. So I'm gonna ask him and see what are their prices. That might be interesting. That way I could get these shirts done fast without it interrupting the big order we're gonna be working on. And maybe the profit won't be that big, but it should be a good amount of shirts. Little work, some profit, not a lot, but I think it'll work for us right now. All I'm gonna do is do a test run of this thing I was digitizing. What's gonna go here in the back of the sweater, some stuff on the front too, but this is the main part. We're gonna have the last name coming across at an arc, kind of like a college font, and then their picture down here. I'm not too sure how big they want to do it. Right now I think I have it at about 6 inches and something, so maybe name here. I think I'm gonna do a 6.5. That way if the letters are on here, I could have a little space, and the picture should cover 3/4 of the sweater combined with the text. For the front, we're gonna have a camel bow, that bow, and I think the same last name and font across right here in olive green. They said military green. I think that's the olive green. I did have to get this one at Walmart because nobody runs extra smalls where I get the shirts and sweaters. At this point, I don't have the colors perfect yet. I just want to make sure that everything comes out clean. Any objects stick out or I have gaps, this is where I check that out. Even if I have issues like that, I still send the pictures, letting them know this is how we're looking. If they have anything that they want to change, now it's time. That's going to take a while. Being a test run, hour and 26 minutes. Guess I could have done a much smaller one, but I really don't have anything else to do at the moment, so this is the size that I can cut out and put it on top of the sweater to also give them a really good idea of how they're gonna look. So, oh well, we'll just wait. So while that heats up, we got the approval for this. I'm doing 4 fingers down for the front. I'm gonna go with that red inside black outline, and then I'll just press that, the back, and that's it. From the time that I was talking with the dude that's gonna hook it up with the screen printing, he was saying they usually do a really good price when it's like a 1-color print. This one pretty much is 2 colors, red, white, and black. So we'll see. After I press this, I'm also gonna send him the picture so he could ask his guy how much he would charge for about 40 to 50 shirts. That's what this guy says he's planning or would like to order. So we'll see what price he gives me. That way I could price this guy and we'll go from there. Like I said, we probably won't make that much, but we won't do that much work. But the heat press is just about ready, so let's get it on there. I have my heat press at 280 degrees. The first press, need a little bit more pressure. That knob back there. We've had this heat press since we started, since we were working with our Cricut or our Brother P800, the M Press 15 by 15, I think. So we've had it for 3 years? Not a single issue. It's not a state-of-the-art, self-popping up, regulating heat press, but it's done the job. So here it is, looking clean. This one is kind of high up. It's about 3 to 4 fingers from the neckline, because he did mention he sees some guys with the design kind of like way down in the middle of the back. This might be a little high, but being a test shirt, he could take a look at it, he could wear it, and he could tell me it's perfect, or yeah, let's bring it down half an inch lower or anything like that. But I'm going off what he told me first, then we'll make adjustments. I don't think we'll be far off from perfection. There it is. Here's the back. Actually looking pretty clean. And the front. Now this place that we get the DTFs from, DTF sheets, is decent. This might be the software that I use, but we do have some white kind of like borders that are not supposed to be there. Again, that could be on my end, but when we do need the good prints, we have been getting them from Ninja Transfers, but it's like 50 bucks for the sheet. So with these shirts, they're big prints. I was doing the math. I was probably gonna be able to just put 8 shirts on a sheet. For 50 bucks just on the print itself is crazy. That's why I'm gonna see how much it's gonna be for the screen printing, and we'll see if that's the way to go. But gotta send him the picture now, and we'll see how we're doing over there. Almost done, 14 minutes left. Can't really see, but his shirt is a whole lot of black. I might change that to like a really dark blue, just so there's a little bit more contrast and not just a block of a solid color, but it's looking good. Here it is, the face, not that bad. Just gotta cut that. So here, obviously we have the gaps, you know, all of this. This is why we do a practice. Should be easy to fix. Yeah, everything's looking pretty solid. I'm gonna do something a little funky here. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna do another face, just the face, and I'm gonna do the other variation. So I might just do eyebrows or nothing, or a blank face. And then when I show her the pictures, I'll put them on top and we'll see how funky that looks. Here's the expressionless face. My idea worked. At least for the picture. Okay, I sent those pictures out. They actually look pretty good, so I think we're gonna be good to go, honestly. That's all I have for you guys today, though. If you ever want to get a quote from me, shoot me an email, kbetscustom@gmail.com, with a picture if you can, how many hats you want, and I'll be more than happy to give you a number and see what we could do. For now, I just gotta kind of play the waiting game, wait for approvals, for things to come in, and then we'll get to working. I think for the beanies, I hope the Melco comes through with it so that I can be running beanies on that and just hats on this one, because we are doing 3D puff definitely don't feel comfortable doing 3D puff on the Melco. So we'll see what happens. I'll see you guys on the next one. As always, like and sub. We're 100 subs away from 2K. So let's see how soon we could get there. Appreciate you guys for watching. Deuces.